Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial from Vintage Radar. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the watch battery on your Timex Expedition Indiglo. This is going to work for a bunch of Timex watches. This particular model works with the CR1216 watch battery, so this is the smaller version. We also have a tutorial that works with the CR2016 battery. In case you want to watch that video, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. As you can see here, I have two watches because they have a small difference when it comes to putting back the back of the watch, and also when it comes to the movement, because one of them actually does not hold the battery in place compared to the other one that does. As you can see here on the table, I have a brand new watch battery, the one that I'm going to use, a pair of tweezers, a back case opener, and also a watch press. So these are the basic watchmaker tools that you are going to need in order to work on your watches. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to all the tools. Make sure to order them beforehand so that you can start working on your watches and be prepared. Also, if you want to know the battery type on your Timex watch, usually you can read it on the back of the watch. As you can see here, we have CR1216 cell, so that is how we know the exact watch battery type. But when it comes to the second watch, as you can see, also a Timex Expedition, this one does not have on the back the exact watch battery type, so we won't be able to know what type of battery to pre-order. So you can open it up and read on the back of the watch battery the exact battery type. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to the watch battery as well, also the bigger one, which is the CR2016. So the first thing that we want to do is to actually open the back of the watch. Usually you will be able to find a small arrow that points to the place where you can actually open the watch. This is something that Timex has provided on a lot of their watches, but if not, you can see that there is a small opening right here where you can actually place your blade, so your back case opener, in order to lift the back of the watch. I'm going to opt for this type of back case opener, but you can use any one that you have. So what I want to do is go underneath, push, and also pull towards myself so that I can pull the back of the watch towards myself. So let's do that. So I'm going to push, go underneath the back of the watch, and then use the case as a lever in order to push the back of the watch towards myself. As you can see, we can find the old watch battery inside that also reads CR1216. So this is how you can actually find the exact battery type that your watch needs. You can actually open the watch and you can read the exact battery type on the plus side of the watch battery. Also, you can go online and search for CR1216 battery equivalent. That way you can easily find the exact watch battery type that you need. We are also going to make a blog post with all the watch battery equivalents in the future, and I'm going to link it in the description box below. Now, something really important when it comes to Timex watch movements is to be very careful when they have these very flat watch batteries, because these movements are very sensible and they can easily break, or as we are going to see in the second case, they won't hold the watch battery any longer. So what I want to do is to take one tip of my pair of tweezers and gently put it right here in order to take the battery out. So make sure to be very gentle, take your time, do not apply too much pressure, because when you do that, you can actually damage the watch. So now let's take out the watch battery. As you can see, it moved a little. Now I can actually grab it and remove the watch battery. I'm going to throw that away. And here we are going to place in the new watch battery. On one side of the movement, as you can see right here, we have a small metallic plate, and that is where we are going to push the battery upwards and then push it inwards in order to fixate it. So what I want to do is to push the battery towards that small metallic part and then also push it inwards. So 1 and 2. As you can see, the battery isn't positioned perfectly, and that is because, as I mentioned, these Timex movements won't be able to hold the batteries for a long time in case you keep on replacing them. We are going to turn the watch around. You can see that the watch is ticking. In this particular case, I won't need a watch press because I can actually press down the back of the watch with my bare hands, so I'm going to be able to do that. Make sure to always position the back of the watch the exact same way it was positioned initially, and then you can actually press it down. In case you won't be able to do that with your bare hands, that is where the watch press comes in, and we are going to see that on the second example, so this one right here. You can also go and test the Indiglo function to see if it is working or not, and then you are done. You can set the time and date and you are good to go. So now we are going to take the second watch. Once again, you can see that we have a small lift in the back of the case, so a small opening where I can actually place my knife, so my watch case opener, the back case opener, in order to open the back of the watch. The same principle applies. Push it underneath and then use the case as a lever in order to open the back of the watch. Now in this case, you will be able to see that the battery won't hold up in this watch, so I'm going to place it right here, push it inwards, and as you can see, if I flip it, it is going to fall. And that is because these metallic parts can easily bend or break, and your Timex watch isn't going to hold the watch battery that easily. So this means that you need to be very careful when you actually close the back of the watch so that you do not press the watch battery against the movement, that way damaging the watch movement inside. So what you want to do is to place the watch battery as best as you can. So make sure to be very gentle, make sure that you can position it as best as you can. And then we are going to take the back of the watch, position it as I mentioned, as it was initially. In this case, I am not able to press it down using my bare hands, and that is why I'm going to use the watch press. Make sure to take the right plastic rings in order to perfectly match the watch so that you do not press against the glass, so the watch crystal, or scratch the back of the watch or even break the watch crown. Then once again, make sure that your watch battery is positioned correctly, and then you are going to very gently press down the back of the watch. You are going to hear a small click, and that is when you know that the back of the watch has been closed. As you can see, the watch is ticking, so I managed to do this correctly. I can also test to see if the Indiglo is working, so everything is working just fine. So once again, guys, this is why you want to have a watch press by your side in case you start working on your watches, because some of these Timex watches or watches in general cannot be closed with your bare hands. So you are going to see some watch tutorials online where you are going to use a towel and some wooden pieces in order to press it down, but that can easily damage or scratch your watch. So I wouldn't recommend that. Buying a watch press is a very good investment, and it's going to cost you under $20 if you get the basic one, so make sure to check it out. Once again, link in the description box below, guys. So guys, that was the quick tutorial that I had for you today. You now know how to replace the watch battery on your Timex Expedition watch, once again with the CR1216 battery cell. If you have the CR2016, I have a tutorial for that as well, and also a bunch of other tutorials about watches, vintage watches, watch tutorials, and watch unboxing videos. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video if you found it useful, let me know in the comment section below in case this was useful, what kind of watch you have, and also if you managed to replace the watch battery by yourself. I would really like to hear your thoughts, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'm going to see you guys on the next video.